Now, a few words about the oppression that is going on with the Muslims and in Kashmiris. We're not going to talk about what's been happening for last more than 70 years. I'm just going to show you what's happening since Pahalgam. Please watch this. That how the houses, please run this. That how the houses are being bulldozed, blasted. There are more than 50 houses in Kashmir alone have been bulldozed and blasted on flimsy charges of being affiliated or being part of the Pahalgam. More than 2,000 people have been taken into custody. Thousands are being harassed. This is what's happening right now. Now, I talked earlier that there is a planned and choreographed campaign of Islamist terrorism, but the facts speak differently. This is what some sane people are saying, that the tourists who came in taxis belonging to Muslims, they stayed in hotels owned by Muslims, they ate food cooked by Muslims, they rode ponies owned by Muslims, they did trekking guided by Muslims. When terrorists started their attack, they were covered and protected by Muslims. The first person to die defending was a Muslim, and you heard his brother. Did you not hear his brother? The first person who died protecting those tourists. You kindly next slide pe rahe. So I'm trying to make you understand that what these saner people over there, they are saying they were the first come who came to help for Muslims. The pony owners, the riders, the pillowback riders, first aid and rescue was done by Muslims. Ambulances were driven by Muslims. They were treated in hospitals by Muslim doctors and nurses. And everywhere on social media, we see that all Muslims are terrorists. So this is the orchestrated narrative that is being played. Now see this Muslim MLA from Bihar. Please now run this. Who raised his voice against this Muslim discrimination. So if you speak otherwise, go to jail. Even if you are an MLA. And what's happening to the Muslims and Kashmiris? Please run this. And I just said earlier also, that terrorism has no religion. There are no Muslim terrorists, there are no Christian terrorists, there are no even Hindu terrorists. So why an effort is being made to label the whole community, the Muslims, as terrorists? Is this part of some agenda? Is this part of that hate that systematically is being put in a society? That saffronization that is trying to be done, whose manifestation you saw that the Muslims and dogs not allowed? And where did we see that the world conscious and the world memory remembers those posters? And also that what ensued after that, the genocide and the suffering that ensued after that. So the irrationality that you see playing and the rational minds grapple to understand, it stems from somewhere perhaps over here. Lastly, those who are trying to tell within the India that there is something wrong, that something is amiss, what's happening there? She's just pointing out common facts that all these incidents are happening in once the BJP government is in power. She's trying to just connect the dots, and there you go, and the big law, hand of the law comes. And what they are trying to do for the voices that are coming from outside the world, if you go to the next slide, what's happening outside? They have blocked all digital YouTube, digital news channels of Pakistan, so that the voice of Pakistan of fact and reason, explaining what's happening, what are the actual facts, doesn't go to its citizens. They are blocking all websites, X handles, other handles who are talking about facts. 'This' is what's right now happening on hourly basis. Why they are stifling it? Because they are saying that all these incidents are happening in once the BJP government is in power. She's just pointing out common facts that all these incidents are happening in once the BJP government is in power. 'This' is what's right now happening on hourly basis. Why they are stifling it? Because they are saying that all these incidents are happening in once the BJP government is in power. 'This' is what's right now happening on hourly basis. Why they are stifling it? Because they are saying that all these incidents are happening in once the BJP government is in power. 'This' is what's right now happening on hourly basis. Why they are stifling it? Because they are saying that all these incidents are happening in once the BJP government is in power. 'This' is what's right now happening on hourly basis. Why they are stifling it? because they are afraid of truth. They don't want to face the reality. Lastly, I would just say that this tells us something very important, that what the Indians are trying to do is that there is a process of internalization of their external problems and externalization of their internal problems. Kashmir is an external problem, and they are internalizing it. Terrorism, extremism is an internal problem of India.